As these developments around the country continue, we're getting a look at how some Marylanders are feeling about the job the president is doing.
Nearly 2/3 of Marylanders disapprove, according to a recent Gonzales poll. Sean Stryker's at the live desk with a breakdown of those numbers. Good morning, Sean.
Hey, good morning. So the poll is showing just 9% of Democrats approve of the job that Trump is doing. Now, on the flip side, 10% of Republicans actually disapprove of Trump and the job he's doing. The Gonzales poll surveyed 808 registered Maryland voters, and when looking at the economy, it found that most Marylanders think that the cost of living has worsened over the past year, with 67% of people reporting that household expenses are higher than just a year ago. Less than 10% of those say that the conditions have improved, with 24% just saying they really haven't changed. Around 60% of Marylanders are saying that Trump's handling of the economy has been poor, with 32% saying he has been excellent or good. Now, in an interview on WBAL News Radio, Brian Neiman and C4 covered several topics that are included in these polls with pollster Patrick Gonzales. They also touched on a little bit of controversy around Gonzales' relationship with Republican candidate for governor Ed Hale.
As the conductor of this poll, your relationship with Ed Hale, who is the Republican, one of the Republicans running on the other side, what do you have to say to those who would suggest that anything like that should be taken into account with your polling?
Well, those statements are absolutely true. Ed Hale is a good friend of mine, and I'm going to help him in any way I can. But
now, Patrick Gonzales told WBAL News Radio C4 and Brian Neiman that Thursday's poll looks at crime in the city, as well as Mayor Brandon Scott and the city state's attorney Ivan Bates. Of course, you can stay with WBAL-TV 11 News for updates and find the poll results on our website.